Hey guys, what's up? It's Andrew, and today for you guys, I'm going to show you how you can basically get to the Kraken on the new map MayDay in Extinction the easiest way. Now, this method I did not find myself. My friend told me about it. Killer Taco, I will leave his gamer tag up on screen now, or Taco King, whatever one he prefers to go by. He has two accounts, but basically, what you do in this strategy, I will explain throughout this video. It is really simple to do. And if you just follow everything I say to do in this video, you should have a really easy time doing this, and you should be able to get to the Kraken no problem. So I hope you enjoy the video, and I'll see you later. Alright guys, so the first way we are going to start off this strategy is just beat the first hive. Simple, easy. And then once you beat that first hive, you can either decide to save your money or buy the Ripper like I do, because sometimes there's a surprise challenge in this spot where it is you have to kill, I think it's like 15 aliens from 65 feet away, so that makes it a hell of a lot easier if you got 4 people with the Ripper right off the bat, and you can just do that challenge. You got 2 people on one side of the room, 2 people on the other side of the room, and bam, you can do that challenge. Luckily, we did not get that challenge this round, but I just like the Ripper personally. I feel like it's a really all-around good weapon in Extinction. I mean, if you really want to, you can save your money for the Honey Badger for when you get to the Tentacle, because the Honey Badger does work on the Tentacle too. It's your choice, your preference, but I preferably choose the Ripper over the Honey Badger. Now, what you are going to want to do in this is pretty much get as many skill points as you can. Make sure you do as many challenges as you can. If you do all these challenges correctly, and you do as many as you can, it will make the game a hell of a lot easier. Now, another strategy I am going to recommend is make sure you know who is upgrading what right from the beginning. Like, here, I'll explain this now. Say you all have, like, different things in the beginning. I'm going to explain the best class setup you should have for this MayDay map. You're going to need 3 medics and 1 engineer. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. 3 medics is a little overdoing it. But if you think about it, this map can get a little out of hand in some areas. So having 3 medics fully upgraded is amazing, and it makes it a hell of a lot better. And you got that 1 engineer making the drill have extra health. Now, you're all going to want to run IMSs, and then the ammo type should either be all explosive or all armor piercing, depending on whatever one you guys like best. But to me, those are the 2 best ammos, and I feel like I've gotten the furthest when everybody in the game is using those 2 ammos. Now, the people I'm playing with right now are just some randoms I was playing with on a public match, and we were trying to do this strategy, but I'm going to explain this strategy a little bit better over the microphone, because like these guys were kind of idiots, and they kept saying I wasn't a team player even though I was doing the best, and I literally was able to get so many points, and they were like, oh, this dude isn't a team player, look at him, he's got 6,000 points and he ain't buying anything. I was buying stuff throughout the whole game, and I don't know. Alright, I'm gonna stop ranting, but back to what I was saying. What you're going to want to run is have 2 people running shields, 1 person running feral instincts, and then 1 person running the team boosters. It makes it really easy if you guys upgrade those, because the feral instincts, not only will you have the medics that make people regenerate their health faster, the feral instinct will make you regenerate health faster. The team boosters will make you reload faster, switch weapons faster. I think you run faster even, and they are a good addition to the team. And if you got 2 people running around with shields, that just makes it a hell of a lot better. Have 2 people running around with shields rather than just 1. And what you're going to want to run as your equalizer is just the crowd control, because you can use it as cover from behind, and if you upgrade it all the way, it becomes a monster that is just on your back protecting you at all times, and it's not like you have to rely on somebody protecting your back. Now, that is basically all you're going to need for your class setup. Alright, now to topic number 2. I'm going to show you guys the most efficient way to beat the Tentacle. Now, remember how I told you to put those IMSs on? Yeah, well, you're going to want to just put IMSs on top of the drill. These guys were kind of just putting turrets all over the place, but I mean, IMSs work a lot better than the turrets in my opinion, but we still end up beating the Tentacle here. If you put the IMSs on the drill, usually the aliens end up dying pretty quickly because people end up shooting them. You could literally have like 2 people shooting the aliens. You got the IMSs covering the drill, and you got like everybody just unload on the tentacle while they can. So it makes it really easy to just unload on this tentacle if you put the IMS on top of that drill, because you got protection on the drill and you can just keep unloading on this tentacle without having to worry about the drill really. And make sure you have the engineer place the drill, because it gives it that extra 25 health boost, and that just makes it a lot better having that extra 25 health than not having it at all. A few more tips with once you get to this part. Make sure one person is upgrading their ammo fully right off the bat, so you cannot run out of ammo that easily. 2, make sure somebody is upgrading their shields here, because you're going to need them because there are a lot of aliens. And 3, make sure you have somebody with the IMS upgraded, because if you have that IMS up, you don't have to necessarily have the IMS upgraded. Just make sure somebody puts an IMS on top of that drill, and it will make this 100% easy as all hell. Alright guys, now step number 3 for this type of strategy that you want to do to get to the Kraken the easiest way. You are going to want to, right when you get to this area, go straight to this door. Now, behind this door is the schematic to the Venom X. Now, if you watch this video all the way through before just jumping into a game and trying this strategy, then I salute you, because this is really going to help you out. One thing you're going to want to do right from the beginning is do not pick up any schematic, do not use any toolbox, do not do anything to the toolboxes. I'm going to explain that now. What you need to do here is grab the Venom X schematic, and you're going to run back and have every player build a Venom X. I'm going to explain why that is necessary later on a later hive. Now, once you do get this Venom X schematic, you're going to just run around and build the Venom X. Whatever one you want is your preference. The ones I recommend is getting 2 electric ones, 1 fire one, and 1 regular one. Why I don't recommend the purple one is 1, it's really dumb, 2, it's really underpowered, and 3, it's really not that good. It is the worst out of the 4 of them. The fire one is basically the same as the original one, it's just it does bonus damage because it is fire. The acid one, well, it's the original one from Nightfall, and the electric one does a lot of damage towards the rhinos, which will help you out later on, and it helps you out later on this hive that is coming up. Now, I'm going to show you some quick, brief areas you can find some toolboxes where you can just run around. Now, preferably me, I went with the blue one this playthrough because I really like the electric one, and it was a lot of fun to use. And literally, the blue one is the best looking one in my opinion. I think the purple one looks kind of weird. The orange one, I don't like the color orange, and I don't really like the color green. And after I saw this blue one, I was like, mine. So, you know, in my opinion, I think the blue one is the best based on color and what its special ability is. Alright guys, now this is where the Venom X does come in handy. Once you do beat this hive, there's going to be this mobile platform that is the next area you have to put the drill. Now when you put the drill in there, you're going to need to protect the drill from a bird's eye view point of view. And it is very hard if you do not have a good weapon to do it with. Now the reason the Venom X has come into play here is because the 2 lightning ones you can shoot down there to protect the drill. You got the acid one that can cover up towards you, and you got the fire one where you can pretty much just either go towards the drill or shoot up towards you guys, because it will not hurt you guys. It will just cover you and damage the aliens critically and make this area really easy to do. I think we lost maybe a little bit of health doing this with these Venom X's. It makes it a crap ton easier. Now this is what it's going to look like when you are actually fighting this area. I like to place an IMS right in the middle because it makes it to where you don't have to waste as much Venom X ammo. Now I like chucking my Semtex grenades down there because they're kind of useless on this map. You don't really use them for anything, and plus I was trying to just get that alien off without wasting ammo. And this is pretty much where the Venom X is coming to play. As you can see right there, he shot that right there to cover us. And I'm placing another IMS to cover us up here. That's where the IMSs can come into play too. You do not need to use the Venom X's up here. You can use the Venom X's on the drill solely. And I'm going to show you exactly where you have to shoot to get the Lightning Venom X towards the drill. You're going to shoot just above it, and that should land right almost on top of the drill, and it will protect the drill for a good maybe 3 to 5 seconds, depending on... I don't really know what it's depending on. It's just, it'll protect it from a good, like, 3 to 5 seconds. Alright guys, now I don't know if I told you this, but this is step 4 for your easy strategy guide. What you're going to need to do after you build your 4 Venom X's is start working on a hypno trap. Now, once you do or are able to make a hypno trap, with that hypno trap, that is going to come into play right now. What you're going to need to do is build your hypno trap. Well, I build it as soon as we kill all these aliens because I don't want to accidentally hypno any of these guys. What you're going to want to do is you're going to build your hypno trap, and you're going to place it almost right directly under, on either side of this crane. You're going to place an IMS on the one side to take out one rhino, and you're going to place a hypno trap on the other to hypno the other rhino. Now, this may look a little weird at first, but as soon as they come out, it will hypno the first rhino. And if you do not decide to upgrade all your Venom X's, you can have like one person who doesn't upgrade their Venom X's and get 2 of these platform things and then just hypno both rhinos. I mean, that works too. It makes this a lot easier because you could just go upstairs and make a Venom X up there. I mean, it's up to you. It's your preference. But what you're going to want to have is 4 Venom X's by the time you get towards the end, because they're really going to help out to the second to last area right before the Kraken. And I'm going to show you what this looks like right now. I think he activates the drill in about 5 seconds. And what it's going to do is just drop the crane as so. It will start dropping, and the rhinos will bust out. And this alien was in my way. But as you can see, that rhino over there is now hypnoed, and the rhinos are going to start beating the crap out of each other. And they were having an epic rhino fight, and I was trying to stay out of it, but they were literally beating the crap out of each other. So this is really helpful because, one, you're going to have a rhino on rhino fight, or you could just take out that other rhino and then have that rhino running around helping you out, destroying everything, and it makes this area a hell of a lot easier. Alright guys, now this is step 5. On this hive right here, I really have no strategy on at all. Usually this one's kind of a gamble depending on how you play it out. I like to get at least 2 IMSs up on that drill because it protects it and helps it out a lot. And what you're going to want to do is basically just focus on your teammates. Get out boosters, get out shields, throw out ammo as much as you can, and make sure you point whore this shit out of this area. Now I did end up finding a teeth in this area. I do not know how, but if I do find out how, I will let you guys know. And this area is probably the hardest area to go past in this map because you just get flooded with cedars and these guys, and it's just terrible, and it's not fun at all, and it just takes a really long time. Alright, now step 6 to your easy guide, and maybe the second to last step. What you want to do for this area is completely just forget about the lower deck. If you forget about that lower deck, it will make this 10 times easier because it doesn't matter where you protect on this, and it will just make it 10 times easier if you stay up here. Now, if you do forget about that lower deck, you're not going to need to have everybody split up. You can have 2 people covering each side, or depending on how many people you're playing, you could have like 1 or 2 on each side, depending on what your scenario is. It's just easier if you cover the 2 pipes up here, get IMSs on them. But on the same time, make sure you don't waste all your ammo because right after this is the Kraken fight. And in the Kraken fight, you're going to want as much ammo as possible. And if you do not have... money, my bad. If you do not have that much money, you will have a very tough time. Trust me. Alright guys, finally, the last step of this guide. beat the Kraken. I have not been able to successfully do this. If I do find a successful way to do this, I will let you guys know. But our strategy that we've been able to do to get his health down halfway, there's an intel right here if you guys wanted to grab it. You just pick it up right there. Our strategy is you just have two people on the turrets and two people in the middle. I mean, I like to put an IMS on me because it covers me. Or you could have two people on each turret. One person covers the person who's on the turret. And if you want to damage him a lot, shoot him in the crystal on his forehead. It will damage him a whole lot and get his health down really, really quickly. It's insane how fast his health goes down. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this strategy guide. I hope it really helped you out and really helped you get to the Kraken in Extinction mode. And let me know down in the comments below if this did help you. Let me know down in the comments below if you did end up beating the Kraken using this method. And if you like this method, let me know because it really will show some support on this video. And I just want to know because I want to see if this method is actually really helpful and is really going to help people actually get through this map. Now, the only problem is actually beating the Kraken because he is a very hard bastard to beat, and every time I get his health down to about halfway, this is like my third time, this was actually my third time getting to the Kraken, it ended up killing us halfway, and it was not fun, but alright. It's been Andrew's Games, I hope you enjoyed the tutorial, and I will see you later.